It is time for a quiz, yes, it's time to quiz!
Well, yeah, we developed the script 6 years ago, wrote this fantastic script. It leaked online, and the studio granted us a small amount of money to make test footage. This test footage that we shot then sat on the shelf for 4 years, as it does. They didn't do anything with it, and then about just a little under 2 years ago, it leaked accidentally onto the internet.
Accidentally?
And, well, here's the thing. The fans freaked out, and Fox basically had to greenlight the movie. I know that one of us did it. I'm 70% sure it wasn't me.
Okay, perfect.
That was a horrific night, as you can imagine. You know, there's many nuances and complexities to it, you know. But at the end of the day, I lost it, you know. And I guess what I would say, you just never know what somebody's going through. You know, you know, in the audience right now, you know, you're sitting next to strangers, you know.
Oh my God, it was the most fun.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, I already worked with Lily.
It's Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda, and yeah, and they're both great. And you know, they were really nice because they messed up their lines. My first scene, I think, to make me feel more comfortable.
Right.
No, it's a thing that icons do.
Right.
To make you feel better, and that way, maybe you'll relax and it can go smoothly. It's smart.
And a side note to The Matrix coming out is this: Bill Pope, who's the cinematographer of The Matrix, was shooting our pilot, and the whole marketing campaign for The Matrix was, "What is The Matrix?" And we'd always go to Bill and be like, "What is The Matrix?"
Yeah.
And he wouldn't tell us. But it actually came out the day the pilot wrapped. Holy shit. So in my head, the whole pilot was just a march to The Matrix being released.
100%.
Yeah.
Sense of humour, probably mostly. Michael used to laugh, and when he laughed, he used to cry. I think mostly that. Interested in the same things, of course, but, I mean, what is it? It's impossible to tell. But then suddenly, Michael and I got the Clover Butter advertisement, which bought my house. Bought this house.
See, I didn't know about this. Tell me more about that.
Oh, we did an advertisement for Clover Butter.
Right.
And he says, look, let's make it simple. I said, I don't tell you how to act, but don't you tell me how to write. I wrote Al, and I'm so happy that he insisted, because when the movie came out, you never know when you do the scene that is going to be a famous line or that it will be repeated over and over.
So this was a Mike Leigh film called Topsy Turvy about Gilbert and Sullivan, who were composer and writers of very popular operettas. They were the first sort of like popular musical forms, actually. Now, when you work with Mike Leigh, you work with him you don't just get given a script and then you play the character. You work with him and develop the character over the course of, we had 9 months of rehearsals for this. Part of what I had to do, even though it finally never even turned up in the movie, was I learnt to play the violin entirely from scratch.
When he finished the book, he handed it to me and he said, this is the next role that you have to play. So we developed it. I think playing someone who is an addict, whose judgment is clouded so often, it means that you can throw the rule book out the window a little bit when it comes to like the type of performance that you can give or the parameters that you can work within. So I could make it incredibly extreme or very underplayed, which was just a gift as an actor, really.
No, I was just trying to do the best job I could. You know, Paul wrote a pretty good screenplay, and I tried to help him see what he wanted to see. That's pretty much the way I look upon my job. Read the screenplay, understand it as well as you can, and do your best to find out what the director wants to see, and then make it possible in every way you can for him to see it.
Yeah, that was one of my first jokes, that my boyfriend's kids are 9 and 11, and he made them that age to commemorate 9/11.
That's right.
And Katie is an artist. I was driving her home, and Duck, my dog, R.I.P., was in the back seat. And I knew she was going to be a genius when she she looked in the back seat. I was driving. She goes, "Oh my God!" And I go, "What?" And she goes, "Duck is writing with a pencil."
Yeah, I got a close shave. No, this was serious. I mean, we was filming on the edge of the dock, on the edge of the Black Sea in Bulgaria, and I'm driving a big 3-ton flatbed truck. Everybody's supposed to get on the back, slide. That whole little poster is supposed to be on the back of the truck. Yeah. And I said, before they get on, let me just do a little test drive. So I'm in the truck there, and I slam on the brakes where I'm supposed to stop. Nothing happens. Next thing you know, I've hit 2 cameramen.
You know, from the beginning of my career, I've always done stuff that I wanted to do. So I got my Grammy for my show, I think, the recording of my Broadway show. The Tony, Tom and I got, because we were 2 of the producers of Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Oh, yeah. What happened is that Shirley brought me to Hollywood to do Gambit, but her thing she was doing overran, and I was a week on my own in Hollywood, and I'd never been to America. And I was a week on my own, and they put me in a luxurious suite in the Beverly Hills Hotel, and then nobody ever talked to me or phoned to me. I didn't know anybody. I was just in this luxury hotel, I'm ordering caviar and champagne, all on my own for a week. And in the daytime, I used to go down to the lobby and sit in the corner to see if I could see any stars.
I walked in and his son was sitting there, very excited that he brought in this new actress. And the father said to his son, in Italian, because I understand Italian, he said, "Che brutta." You know, why do you bring me this ugly thing?
Whoa.
Yeah. So I said to him, "Mi dispiace molto, man." You know, but I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry I'm not beautiful enough to be in King Kong.
He definitely is one. It's a real friendship. It was one that I didn't anticipate, but when it's happened, you know, especially as you kind of get older in life, you know, it's not like it's not like in high school or college where you just have a lot of best friends. Like, no, he has become truly a great, great friend. And by the way, again, as much as we give each other, you know, he had a tough year, and I'm so happy he's back. And he's in the game, and he's feeling good and very resilient, and I'm very happy.
If you like and subscribe, I will see you soon.